Hey everyone, welcome back to the Black Gentleman's Culture Premium Cigar and Spirits channel. And today we're out front with the Flathead Speed Shop Habano. This is a 6x60 stick, and more importantly, the wrapper, we're dealing with Ecuadorian Habano. The binder is Mexican San Andreas, and the filler is Nicaraguan and Dominican. That being said, this is a 6x60 box press stick. As you can see, I hit it with the double hole punch. And I can tell you, the cold draw, you're getting a very sweet, say, hey. The body, you get musty earth, and off of the foot, you're definitely getting heavy, musty earth. But more importantly, the draw on this is completely open. As I love to say, if this was a straw, it would be perfect. That's how open the draw is on this. All right, folks, that being said, I'm also going to enjoy one of my favorite relaxation beers, Dos Equis, with this. So that being said, I'm going to go ahead, toast this, and get it going. I'll see you after the first third. Okay, everyone, we're back and we're down to this first third, and let me tell you, I'm enjoying this completely so far. Now in the beginning, you're going to get heavy leather and you're going to get a nuttiness coming off of this cigar. Now after it heats up and it gets going, that's when the white pepper, the creaminess of the smoke, and the smoothness of the retro-hale, which is shocking because you would figure a cigar like this that has white pepper prominent, that would burn out your sinuses, but this isn't doing it. Now that being said, typical of this line of cigar, the cap just drives me nuts, folks. I didn't use the cutter on it. I said, you know what, I'm gonna double hole punch it. And the cap still wanted to try to slide off. It is what it is. That's just one of my new little nuanced things that drives me nuts about this cigar. But other than that, this cigar is delivering. It's smooth. It has a little bit of bite to it. And right now, it's fighting between medium and full body. That being said, I'm going to go ahead and get to the halfway point. I'm going to let you know how's everything going from that point on. Okay, everyone, we're back and we're at the halfway point. And as you can see, the ash is holding on strong. Now the burn is typical of the CAO. And they're wonky, I'm not going to lie. It's giving you that heavy kiddie roller coaster, one big dip, and then it just evens itself out. Now, as far as the flavors going, everything is getting more intense, and the white pepper is now just lingering on the palate from one draw to the next. And with the beer, it intensifies the white pepper. But other than that, the oak, that leather, all of that remains the same. And the best part about it, that cedar, it comes off of the draw, it comes off of the aromatics of the cigar. And what I mean by that, just the smoke. When you're not even puffing on it, the smoke, you're going to get that cedar smell coming through that alone. Now the cigar, right now, I'm fighting in between a 7 and an 8. Main reason why, CAO, they're consistent. Their cigars are so consistent that sometimes it's a little bit hard to see which one is delivering more. But that's the best part about it. You get to smoke a very solid cigar and you get to enjoy it. Now, I also did something else. This cigar came out last month in February. Yes, be shocked, folks. I didn't wait a whole year just to smoke this cigar. And the main reason why, I was getting pushback from a couple of my friends, told me to quit being a snob. So I'm like, all right, I'm going to start pulling out a bunch of my newer cigars that I have, and I'm going to go ahead and review them. Okay, folks, that being said, I'm going to go ahead and get to the final third, remove this band, and I'll see you then. Okay, everyone, we're down to the final third, and I can tell you, I've settled on a 7.5. This cigar, however, must be reviewed again. Main reason why, don't drink a beer with this. This thing gets magnified with the white pepper and it burns on the cheeks. No diddy. So that being said, this cigar is still delivering. You're going to get all of the white pepper, cedar, the oak, the leather, everything is coming through just perfectly. Now, the only thing that I wish about this cigar that would change, but it is what it is. Every last CEO on these big block versions of the 660s, they do get soft and mushy when the cigar gets down to the final third. But other than that, a very solid cigar. Like I said, I'm giving it a 7.5. I will review this cigar again, but not with a beer. I truly believe this may go better with a real good Tawny Port. So I'm thinking about September or late August, I'll review this again, and I will do it, like I said, with a Tawny Port, because I think that will probably enhance all the little nuances in this that gets drowned out by the white pepper. That being said, folks, if you got a bunch of cigars, smoke them. And if you got more than a bunch of cigars, share them and make more cigar heads. Excuse me. All right, folks, see you on that next cigar.